All right, practice for Unit 3, Lesson 4. Simplify the expression. Let's look through this for a minute. Its leading term is negative x to the third power. It has 4 different terms. It has no missing terms. That's a 1. That's an x to the 0, which means that's the constant term. Okay? Uh-oh. Hope my battery's not dying here. Let's see. All right. Replace the x with a negative 4. First, I'd literally replace with a negative 4. I like to use parentheses. It keeps it nice and straight. Orders of operation says do this first. So this negative stays here. Negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4 is a negative 64. Minus a negative 4 times a negative 4 is a positive 16. Plus a 6 times a negative 4 is a negative 24 minus 21. So this is a double negative. Make that 64 minus 16 minus 24 minus 21. Hopefully you add all that up. Let's see. Let me check that. 64 minus 16 minus 24 minus 21. 64 minus 16 minus 24 minus 21. 3. Okay. This one says x is 2. 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. Minus 5 times 2 to the 3rd power, which is negative 5 times 8. Minus 2 minus 13. 16 minus 40 plus, minus 2 minus 13. 16 minus 40 minus 2 minus 13 is not what I had before. Is that a plus 13? Oh, it's a plus 13. Sorry. Which is a total of negative 13. Okay. All right, this one is the same thing as it all written straight. That's a 3. Out. Okay, so these parentheses, this is a trinumber added to another trinomial, okay? But the parentheses aren't important at this step because we're not subtracting, basically. But go find like terms. Minus 3. I like to mark them up. It really helps me make sure I get everybody. All right, this one has a negative in it. So we need to distribute. Negative times negative is a positive. Positive, negative. Like terms. So that's 6x4. Then there's 9x squared. Oops. That's a 2. And then this, and that is a minus 5. All right, this one got to get distributed. So this one I'm not touching. Notice there's no like terms in that parentheses, so I'm just going to take the parentheses off. This one I'm going to distribute and take the parentheses off. This is a positive and there's no like terms, so just taking the parentheses off. All right, let's see. Highest exponent. What is the leading exponent in this mess? Here's a 3. There's a 3 for an exponent. One's a positive 7. One's a positive 6. Oh, I forgot my 4. There's a 4 right there. Is there any other 4s? than any other 4s. So that is my leading term. Whatever this is going to turn out to be is a 4th degree polynomial. All right, and then I had 2 3s, which is 13b3. And then right here is a 2. Is it the only 2? That's the only 2. And here, and here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Negative b's. And positive 3. Positive 8 is 11. And there is another 8 over here. 11 and 8 is 19. 8. It's getting messy. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus 3 is 19. So I missed the 3 on the key then. Let me fix that. Okay. Alrighty. And those are not, none of those are like term. That's the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1st, and the 0. So none of those can be combined. All right. Write in exponential order. So there's a 4 and a 3. Oops, and a 2 and a 1. Okay. Anything else? Identify the polynomial by degree, also with the coefficient and degree. Oh, that's this thing. So the leading term is the first one. Leading degree is the first exponent. Leading coefficient is the first numerical coefficient. Second term. Leading degree is second term of the degree is 3. Coefficient -7. 9, 1, -8. Third is 9x, degree of 1, coefficient of 9. Fourth is just an x, degree of 1. Whoa, wait. Did I miss a degree? I missed a degree. That's a 2. Because if they were the same, I would have had to combine them. So that's a 2. That's a 2. That looks better. Okay. And then -8, degree of 0. I think that's it.